Practical steps to protect the environment. The benefits of an undefiled environment are many. For instance, a healthy tree purifies the air and supplies oxygen for living beings to breathe. It harmonizes the elements and increases life expectancy. Its shade provides a refreshing place to rest. It brings rain at the right time. It nourishes crops and livestock and balances the temperature. It contributes to an attractive landscape and continually replenishes its surroundings. It brings about natural development in the spheres of education, economics, and so forth. The drawbacks of a polluted environment include a decline in the pure, cool qualities of the oceans and lakes, so that the creatures dwelling in those places are disturbed. The loss of vegetation and forests causes degeneration in the earth's nourishment. Rain does not fall when it is needed. Unprecedented fierce storms rage and so on. So, there are many disadvantages. From the Dharma point of view, our teacher, the king of Shakya, was also born at the foot of a tree. He attained enlightenment under a tree and finally passed away under a tree. Particularly in the Vinaya of the Holy Dharma, fully ordained monks are taught how to nurture trees and so on. From that, we can understand that planting and nurturing trees are virtuous acts. Moreover, the wisdom deities of the non-mundane worlds, as well as various local devas, nagas, and spirits, inhabit trees. That also leads us to understand that trees are by nature extremely important. It is generally beneficial to plant various types of trees as mentioned above. In particular, fruit trees provide a living and nourishment predominantly for humans, as well as benefit to many other sentient creatures. They help to improve health and increase appetite and so forth. So, it certainly is important to plant trees. Likewise, planting flowers also is a pure virtuous act. For example, when making a mandala offering, we pray that the ground may be covered with incense and strewn with flowers. Flowers assist us in accumulating merit and purifying obscurations, and they are also part of offerings in performing religious activities. When troubled people stroll for a while in a garden, their minds are benefited by becoming refreshed and filled with pleasure. Therefore, we need to take an interest in planting various kinds of trees and flowers around monasteries, schools, offices, hospitals, factories, restaurants, hotels, and residences on both sides of thoroughfares. In order to protect the growth of whatever has been planted in the best way, people should advise their children not to harm them. This definitely is a beneficial service to oneself and others, and in fact to all living beings. In Tibet, previously there was a good tradition of instituting laws to safeguard hills and valleys for unprotected and unsupported wild animals and birds, and for the protection of various defenseless creatures. We should maintain the continuity of this tradition. It is inappropriate to randomly discard fruit peel, paper, plastic bottles, old clothes, food leftovers, and other kinds of garbage. Nor should people urinate and defecate everywhere. Such things spoil the beauty of the landscape and are a hazard to health and hygiene. In short, this is a request that through understanding the interdependent nature of the world and its inhabitants, people will implement practices based upon unmistakenly accepting the correct means to cherish the potential of the vast natural realm.